Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. While it's well known that pulses like lentils, beans, and chickpeas are super delicious in curries and chilies, they also have the unfortunate side effect of making you pass gas, to put it politely, which is a shame because beans are chock full of protein and fiber, not to mention countless vitamins and minerals, making it an excellent addition to your diet to increase your protein intake and help prevent conditions like heart disease. For people with symptoms like irritable bowel disease, they unfortunately cannot consume pulses because the very same compound that makes us pass gas also irritates their bowels and worsens their diarrheal symptoms. You see, the culprit behind our gassy gut is not the entire pulse, but a compound within that pulse called alpha-galactosides. These sugars are unable to be digested by our body, so instead, the bacteria in our gut ferment them instead into short-chain fatty acids and gas. So, how can we remove these sugars from our pulses? Researchers have tried methods like soaking, cooking, and autoclaving pulses, but I'm interested in sprouting beans so that I can produce a value-added product that Ontario farmers can use to improve the sales of their bean crops. Well, how does this work? Alpha-galactosides in the bean serve as an energy source for the bean once it starts to sprout. When the bean is incubated under the right conditions, the embryo uses the alpha-galactosides as food and sprouts out of the bean. This process is facilitated by an enzyme called alpha-galactosidase, which is inactive in the dormant bean. But when the bean starts to sprout, alpha-galactosidase springs into action, cleaving the alpha-galactosides into sucrose and multiple galactose molecules. Of course, sprouting not only reduces alpha-galactoside content, but also improves vitamin content in the beans, as well as inactivate compounds like trypsin inhibitors, which reduce our ability to digest bean protein. My goal is to change the external factors, such as incubation time, temperature, and exposure to light, to see which combination of factors optimizes the removal of alpha-galactosides from the beans. I'll then grind the sprouted beans into flour and evaluate their physical properties to see if they're useful to be included in bean dough like bread dough and pasta dough. I hope that with my research, food processors are able to use more beans in their food products, and so that both healthy people and people who suffer from bowel diseases can enjoy the yummy, wholesome goodness of beans in their diet. Thank you for your attention.